Good, beautiful morning, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. I want to welcome you to today. It's Friday, September the 16th, 2022. And today is our first live Q&A for you guys exclusively. And I'm really happy that we have the opportunity to do this now every week. And it'll last about half an hour. So we'll take questions and answers from you, and I'll channel the information that comes through me to answer the questions for you. For those of you that are new to the channel, I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. A spiritual medium is someone who has the ability to tap into information, knowledge, and ideas beyond the scope of their own mental framework, and able to pull information through from what some people call the quantum field, or the infinite consciousness, or the Akashic record, or from guides, angels, and other multidimensional beings. You're able to tap into information that's just not normally readily available on the physical plane of consciousness. Now, the fact that this place in consciousness actually exists is pretty easy demonstrable if you consider that the thoughts in your mind are actually invisible. People can't see the thoughts in your mind because they're invisible. What a medium does is have the ability to tap into the invisible realms of information. So to that end, again, we're here to answer your questions and your concerns. I will be able to take questions from Facebook users and from YouTube subscribers on my channel. I've got a moderator on my TikTok channel that will hopefully be able to relay some of the TikTok questions that you may have. If you've got any questions or concerns, there's somebody you want to communicate to or information you want to get, use this time to ask those questions. I want to welcome you to another beautiful brand new day on this planet. Let's get going here. Good morning, Kira. Hello, Judy. Hello, Facebook user. Yes. So I figured out how to make Facebook users now available so we can see who you are. Question. Hello, Khan. Hi, Christopher. Good to have you guys here. You know, there's so much happening right now on the planet with energies coming in. Human collective consciousness is being affected. Our politics, our societies are being affected energetically from these ascension energies. And really important to eat properly, exercise, get sunshine, good water. Really take care of your body, because it's the instrument that is most sensitive to these ascension energies, or these high bombardments of energetic particles that are hitting the planet right now. We call them ascension particles. And you want to make certain that your system is well tuned so it can handle the influx of current. Some of the symptoms that people are experiencing with these ascension energies, some of these symptoms are excitation, strange sounds in their ears, headaches, fogginess, anxiousness, nervousness, enhanced emotions, floating anxiety. These are all symptoms of these energies. So it's very important to make the distinction, because your body can only react to energy at the level that it is at. It can only react to information at the level that it's at, energy. So if it's really high charge energy, the body can get anxious. But I'm told by my guardian angel John that he says, right now, these energies coming into the planet right now can amplify both negative and positive energies. So stay more aligned to positive, and that will get amplified. If you're more aligned to negative thoughts, emotions, that'll get amplified. Good morning. Good morning, Animo. Welcome. Hi, Bogimila. Good to see you guys here. Question from Animo. I received guidance on where to focus my intent in order to heal the basal cell sarcoma I found on my back and the unresolved trauma causing it. Thank you. This is something, again, the first words that came to my mind as I was reading that was drink more water. Many of you do not realize how dehydrated so many of you are. Hydration is so important to keep the body properly hydrated. If it does not have enough water, it cannot clean itself out properly. Hydration is very, 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 very important. And I don't know, he's saying to me that it's important. You have to let go. You have to let go of what's behind you. This is why it's on your back. There's something in your past that you're holding on to that's really painful. Yeah, they're saying it's not proper place to necessarily reveal the details of this, but it's very important you understand that's something that's happened behind you. If it's in the lower middle part of the left side of your back, that's Again, that's going to be, it's more emotionally based than it is mentally based. But you're going to want to, whatever that emotion is that you're holding on to from your past, he says you have to let that go. You have to let that old emotion go from your heart so that the body can not have that stress on it. Because when we hold emotion in the body, it creates stress, right? They're always telling me, if you're holding stress in your body, the body's going to get stressed. And we hold on to emotions. Humans are the only animal form on the planet. We're the only ones that can make our bodies hold old emotions in them for sometimes lifetimes. We can hold on to old emotions. Great question, Animal. But yeah, start drinking lots more water for that. You'll start to notice that start to correct fairly quickly. Hi, Vertical. Hi, Judy. Question from Vertical. Recently, I felt a strong tightness in my throat at night. What is happening? You got a guardian angel. It goes by the name of Flavial, Flavial, and they're saying to let the words out. They're saying there's words that you've been hiding. Words you've been hiding. You need to let them out. These are things that you haven't said to people that you've been wanting to say for a long time and you're resisting, and it's trying to find a way out. And the only way it can find a way out is when you're asleep, so you're not interfering with it. But they're saying that you know what this is, you know what these words are, and it's got something to do with your mother and somebody that she knows. And you have to articulate this to them. You have to articulate this to your mother, whatever it is you're not saying to her. It's time to say this to her. Don't hold those words back. You got to really let those words out, because the tightening of the throat will continue if you continue to hold on to that. Right? The body doesn't lie. Your body can't lie to you. So let those old emotions go. Flavial, Flavial. I'm pronouncing it phonetically, but the way I'm hearing it's different. It's a different accent on. It's more like an I than an L. I. Thank you, Animo. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Judy. Hi, Vertical. Wow, Q&A. So let's do this here. There. So Vertical's asking, recently I feel a strong tightness in my throat at night. You got that one, right? I'm just learning new things here too, folks. Question from Sunny. Sunny's asking, I get a lot of dreams about people passing away, some of them in violent ways. Any message behind these? Yeah, I'm being told that you can actually listen to these people, and they have messages that you can offer to people that they're trying to give them to. They're trying to, they want to pass on warnings to those that need to change their way. They need to pass on warnings through you to other people about changing their way. The time of old violence is over now. The time of old violence is over. It is time to release these aggressive tendencies. Let us use you for a vehicle to establish greater peace in this world. Let us use you as a vehicle for this. Yeah, there's like these three tall beings. They're dressed in white. They got tall white hats on, and they're standing, and they're like these. They're just light. They're like light. If you could imagine, like literally these tall white beings. Like the closest I'd come up to is like wearing a toga, but without the wrapping. It's just going straight down, almost like a dress, and then these white hats. And they're saying that you are a gateway for peace, to let yourself use that energy. Great question. Thank you. Question from Olena. Did I channel Isis clearly this morning? And what can I do to get clear message to bring through? Anytime before you do a reading or you do a channeling, or you want to connect your guides or your angels, it's really important you drink a little bit of water, go out and ground first. Best places for connecting your guides and angels, if you go outside and get your feet on the soil, or you lean against a tree, or you connect to the energy of the earth, and just feel that connection, it'll be easier for you to bring energy through from them in the beginning until you build that internal pathway up where that information flows freely to you. But for you specifically, you can go out and spend some time grounding for a few minutes before you talk to your guides and your angels, or you call other beings in like Isis or Thoth or whomever you're going to call in. You want to make certain that you're really, really grounded for that process. And hydration is another thing. Make certain that you're drinking really good, clean, fresh water as frequently as you can. I've been told by Master Saint Germain that over 2/3 of the humans on this planet are dehydrated and don't even know it. 2/3. He says a lot of people that drink caffeine don't realize they're actually creating greater problems with their body than they are resolving. Wow. Thank you so much for that, Elena. Hi, guys. A question from Polly B. Can my guides tell me what's the next happiest and exciting time for me, or any other message they feel I need to know? And they're saying to you right now, if you even so choose to smile and let your joy come through your smile, you can have the next happiest time you wish to have. You don't merely need to wait for it to happen. You can manifest it as an effect of your own intent. And in the manifestation of that, you will begin to increase the happiness around you and not simply within you. It's really cool. I like that. Thank you, Polly. Great question. There's such a huge move on the planet today for this awakening process, and we need to really get engaged in it. You need to really get engaged that you're not just a body. You're not just a body struggling in a physical world. You're a consciousness, a soul, living and expressing through a physical medium called the body, utilizing invisible mechanisms such as thought to orchestrate changes in your creative expression through that body. In other words, you are an invisible consciousness utilizing thought through a visible medium called the body to manifest and produce changes in your experience. And this movement called ascension is where we have the highest potential of energy to utilize to manifest either conditions of love or conditions of fear. There's no middle ground here. There's going to be no middle ground for humanity. We're either going to function from love or we're going to function from fear. And whatever one you function from, that's the one that's going to amplify the energy. So if you're in a state of fear, that's going to be amplified. If you're in a state of love, that's going to be amplified. And you have choice. Every one of us has choice over what emotional energy we're going to give our life to. Give more life to your love than to your fear. To everything you love, give your attention. Don't let fearful thoughts, fearful ideas dominate your mind. Let love, let peace, let joy, let excitement, let playfulness, curiosity, compassion, and kindness, let them govern your function in this physical dimension so that you get to experience more of that around you and not just within you. Well, question from Nancy. I've been feeling lost and I don't know what to do with myself. I try to keep busy. Would getting a job help? Any advice? Thank you. It's funny. I don't know who this is, but it's a female. It's very strong, and she's coming in and she's saying, do not look for a job, but look for that which you would love to do, which would give your heart great delight. Yes. She says she's sitting right now to your left and behind you. And she says it's not about getting a job. It's about doing that which you love to do. So many of you are so captured with this notion of a job and have gotten disconnected from what your love is. And how then could you be happy if you are not connected to the very love of your being doing that what it loves to do? It's very important. That feeling of lost is connected to that, where you've gotten disconnected from the things that you love doing. And it's a prevalent problem on the planet right now. A lot of people are disconnected. They go out and they do their job, but very few people are doing what they actually love to do. If everybody were doing what they love to do, it'd be an amazing planet. It'd be an amazing society we'd be living in. No more fear. And thank you for that question, Nancy. The feeling of loss. The feeling of loss. I'm being told to tell you that feeling of loss. You need to turn to that feeling of lost in your body. You need to turn to that feeling. Feel that feeling of lost in your body and communicate to it. I'm with you. I love you. I will never abandon you. Like really connect to that feeling of lost wherever it is in your body, because we store feelings in our body in this dimension. Turn to that feeling of lost and say, I'm with you. I love you. I will never abandon you. Just communicate to that lost feeling and watch what happens. And then share your comments about what happens when you do that. Nancy would really appreciate that. yeah, so anybody who gets a question answered, share your experiences, your thoughts about your answer, your response in the comment section as we go through this today. This is our first official Q&A day for you guys. And again, we're not attached how it's supposed to go. We're just going to let it kind of flow the way it flows. But I'm really grateful you guys showed up. It's going to be very exciting. If you want to, for those of you that are new to the channel, please remember to subscribe to this channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Follow us, like us, click the notification bell. Do what you need to do to stay connected to this type of information that's coming in the planet right now. If you want to know more about how to support the channel or anything like that, you can certainly go through my Patreon page, which is now scrolling across the bottom of the screen. So you can go there if you want to help support this channel a little further. Wonderful. Look at all these wonderful questions from you guys. I love it. Wonderful. Look at this. Question from Artist Girl. Artist Girl's asking, what is my guide saying about my recent health experience and the subsequent planet sighting? Thank you. I'm getting the words rejoice, arise, ascend. Let your heart be glad and give it your gladness, that you may see even clearer. Stay close to your heart and its love. Stay close to your heart and its love. Wow, that's cool. Stay close to your heart and its love. It's funny that they would say that to you, artists, because our body is something that we use while we're in this physical dimension. It's not who we are. It's a mechanism we express through, much like a radio set or a television set that expresses the signals that go through it. So too, our physical bodies work on that same principle, that you are transmitting your consciousness through this body, and information flows out through it, and information flows into it. It's a transmitting and receiving system, your body. And what we transmit through the body can really empower it and uplift it and inspire it. Like you can play beautiful symphony through a radio system and go, wow, that's amazing. Or you can play any song that you love and it comes through that radio system or TV and you're going, wow, that's amazing. That's beautiful. Do the same thing for your body. Let what comes through your body be beautiful. Let what you put through your body be beautiful in the form of thoughts and actions. And you'll be amazed at what begins to happen for you once you start to allow that process. Thank you so much for that, artist. Question from Khan. I had an SCHH session last week. I removed an attachment that came to me as an evil of collective unconscious. Is this possible? Yes, this is always possible if you understand the nature of the process of resonance, which means to be in harmony with, that there are aspects of yourself, regardless of who you are or where you are, if there are aspects of yourself that are angry, frustrated, guilty, ashamed, disappointed, sad, those energies will resonate with like energies. So you can have an attractive force for a negative energy. And that may be as an entity or just as others that are like that in the physical dimension. But you may also rejoice in the idea that you can raise yourself to a state of joy and excitement and playfulness, and then become a director and a manifester of those conditions in your life. You have choice, but yes, you did release this. And what's important is that you make certain when you go through that you do not hold on to your pain, your suffering, your anger, your guilt, your shame. It is unnecessary. You do not have to hold on to it. Many of you taught you should feel bad, you should feel sad. No, let your sadness, let your ungladness go. You do not need to hold on to those things anymore. They're unnecessary once you know there is another choice. If you have a choice for joy or love, then why would you choose anything other than that, right? Why would you choose anything other than love or joy to fill your mind and affect your body? For certain thoughts and emotions will indeed affect your mind and affect your body. And you may be the authority that chooses what thoughts will pass through your mind, and thereby what thoughts will affect your biology. Your physical body is affected by the electrical quality of a certain thought. Please understand that you have freedom to make that choice. Wonderful. Question from Faradiba. I'm having difficulty getting started with the task they have requested me to do. Technical difficulties. Any suggestions? Also, Wherever I think I'm ready to go, an obstacle blocks me. And we're laughing because they're laughing because the minute you formulate a thought like that, the minute you're attached, wherever I go, there's something that blocks me. What would you feel like if there was nothing blocking you? If you can conceive of how you would feel if nothing was blocking you, that would be, obviously, you would feel excited and free and joyful, would you not? And if you align to those energies, they would not sustain nor support anything blocking you ever again. Align to those feelings. Align to those feelings of joy, of excitement, of playfulness. There is no blockage there. There is the open heart and the open arms to embrace that which you are pursuing. Yes, and that will resolve the first part of your two questions, which is starting a task. If there is joy in your heart, you would have no fear going there, would you? There would be no fear in pursuing a task if you believed the pursuing of that task would fulfill you and make you more exciting. Then you would have nothing to stand in your way if you're excited. Nothing at all. Consider that very carefully. Wow, thank you. We're I'm still getting used to some of the process of the medium. Let's see what we got here. Question from Dion. Hi, William. Does your higher self have a message for me regarding my healing practice? Thank you. I don't know. What the immediate answer being coming into me is it's important to understand the function of your breath in the performance of your healing practice. Understand the use of your breath in your healing practice. There are certain breaths that you can use that will heal differently than other breaths. If you understand this, that you can actually access the breath, utilize its mechanisms in the body to bring forth very precise and specific energies to cause effects that are desirable in the process of healing. As equally, if your breathing is of such a fashion, you can slow the process of healing down and restrict the energy. Be mindful of your breath in the practice of your healing, and you'll find your results will change significantly. Your breath is very crucial to allowing energy to flow through your physical mechanism, and you are the one as awareness, as soul, that directs the way the body functions, are you not? That you can decide that the body breathes in a specific way, and each breath, as you can become familiar with it, will give you an understanding of its function and what it allows through your body and what it does not allow through your body. Wow. Thank you, Dion. Great question. Yeah. Hi, Sophia. Thank you. Another question from Sophia. My friend Jen had several nightmares about her husband this week. What is her soul trying to tell her? I don't know. This isn't her soul. This is one of her guardian angels is saying, release the conflicting emotions. Yeah, there's a change coming, and she knows there's a change coming, but the conflict is internal. Yeah, really important for her to consider getting her and her husband to connect more on a level of light than a level of fear. There's the crossroads they're at. Yeah, he's got to learn to listen to her. I'm being told to tell her that he has to learn to listen better to you. He has to learn to listen better to you. There's some things that I'm just not going to allow through today, but you really need to sit down with your husband and get clear on your function together as a couple, where you two are going as a couple. Very important that you both get on the same page about that. You know that already. She knows this already. Wow. Thank you, Sophia. Wonderful. I'm still learning this. Question from Mighty Soul. Question from Mighty Soul. Can a soul that left a body and went to light return back to our dimension at a later time and influence negatively whomever did wrong to him or she when they were alive? Um, well, in our experience, you only go to the light when you are at that frequency. When you're at a high enough frequency, you will go to light. You'll stay there. Those that hold on to old memories, like what you're describing, is somebody who's not going to actually go to light. They're actually going to stop. They'll be able to see it. They'll be able to experience it. But there's lower vibrational energies they're still holding on to that will bring them back into a physical incarnation. So you can leave the body, but if you've got unresolved energies that you're carrying forward with you, then you're going to come back into another incarnation until that's corrected. But those that typically go to light, with the exception of some ascended masters that have come back from it to offer service to humanity, because their passion was to restore love, and they like to finish what they start. All the ascended masters like to finish what they start to restore love to this planet.
TikTok.
Oh, okay. I'm being handed another device here about TikTok. Good morning. So Tracy's asking on TikTok, good morning. Am I a part of the second wave of volunteers? I get an immediate yes for that, Tracy. Do I really know what I know is the truth? You'll always know that the truth of the truth will always lift your energy up. Any vibrational energies that are lower will pull you down. You can actually feel the energy in and around your body expand when you're closer to truth, or contract when you're further from it. So really important that when you think you have a truth, to really feel it and see if the energy of your body opens up. That's what we've discovered when we teach our mediumship program. People learn to become familiar with how the body registers the truth or falsity, to learn to distinguish when the energy is expanding or contracting. And usually when it's expanding, it means that you're getting closer to the truth, not further from it. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, TikTok subscribers, for joining us here today and putting out your questions. We really appreciate that. Thank you, Mighty Soul, for your question. Question from Adam. Hi, Adam. Wow, great question. Well, Adam, I was expecting a question from Pan from you today. Would have been exciting, but this is just as exciting. So Adam was asking, who was the beautiful woman that I saw in my mind's eye yesterday? What did it want to tell me, and why? Why was she there? For what purpose? Although that's about 6 questions there, Adam, I'm being told to tell you quite simply, she is the vibrational match that you've been seeking. And I don't know if that's for relationship or for business, but she's the vibrational match that you're seeking. It's not so much about the appearance. It's about the vibrational sensation that you're now aligning to. You are preparing to align with this one. So know that this is now happening. You're aligning to the energy of that one. And you two are going to be coming together either in business, or I don't know what context is it in. It can be both if you are in agreement to this. But it can be one or the other if you are not. That's interesting. Interesting. Thank you, Adam. Great question. Question from Minaj. Does my father want to give me any messages? I don't know why, but he's showing me a picture of holding somebody up by the scruff of the neck, and he's giving this a kick in the butt. He wants you to kicking you in the butt, giving you a kick in the butt, trying to get you to move in the right direction. He says something about you have to change the direction you're going in. He's going to try and kick you in that direction if you're not willing to go. Literally pick you up by the scruff of the neck and put you in that direction. If you don't go willingly, he's gonna really be using what he knows to push you forward. So have fun with that, Minaj. Again, it's going to be unique and distinct for everybody. Question from where did that question go? There it is up there. Question from Judy. I know I keep asking this question. Does Jesus have a word for me? I'm quite anxious for any kind of guidance. Please and thank you. He's saying that it's really important that you understand the nature of the altar. The nature of the altar and what you would offer upon it. This is not the altar of sacrifice. It is the altar of receiving. To open yourself up to receiving that which you have requested. Open yourself up to this. Um, and again, I'm being shown like a ring, like it's a diamond ring, some kind of a ring that completes this. It's some sort of it's like a diamond, like a wedding ring or wedding band or something. It's a wedding ring. It's because there's a diamond on top of it. But something about unity, marriage to the spirit. And again, I don't know what that means. I don't try to assign a meaning to some of these things because I don't know. But something about a marriage to the spirit on the altar. Again, I have no idea what that means, what that looks like. I have no way of knowing what that means other than that. But that's what I'm being told. Something about a marriage on the altar, right, with the spirit. That's what I'm getting, Judy. Wow, it's a really good one. Okay, here's a question from Nancy. How do we know what channels are with the light? I am unsure who to listen to. I have stopped listening to a lot of channels. Thank you for this question, Nancy. And I want to say something because it's really dear and important to my heart too. The primary function of all ascended beings is to help others to align to vibrations of love, not fear. Anything that you receive should lead you to a higher expression or connection to love. Anything that you receive from any guide, even on this physical plane, people on this dimension or people on other dimensions that you connect with, your guides, your angels, ascended masters, those who have passed from the flesh to etheric states of being, if their energy and what they offer you allows you to expand and open to more of who you are, and it brings you closer to that expression that you would call love, then it is of true value to you. Anything that would lead you towards fear and uncertainty, turn away from those things, for they would seek to enslave and imprison you. But turn always to love. Listen always to the energy in your body. Will always tell you in this physical dimension if something is closer to love or further from love. This is the question you must ask yourself when you are receiving information. Is this information leading me closer to love or further from it? All information, if it is of the light, will bring you closer to love. It will not bring you away from it. All light leads to love. All fear leads to darkness. Understand. And you can always know if you're really attuned to the consciousness, even in your body will tell you, oh, no, that's not loving, or yes, you will feel it even in your body. Your body knows the distinction between fear and love, and you as awareness can feel the vibration of fear and love. You have this ability. All of you have this ability. So please make that discernment that which leads you to love is worthy of your ear, and that which would lead you to fear is not worthy of your ear. Wow. Thank you for that question, Nancy. That's great. Question from Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany. Welcome. Question. Getting mixed signals from person I'm dating. His name is Paul. Any suggestions? Thank you. Wow. I'm going to give you I'm being told to give you a third dimensional answer to that. Think of the 5 things you want most in the next 2 years. If you can have the 5 things you want most in the next 2 years, and for yourself and in your life, share that with them. These are the 5 things I want in the next 2 years. And a man who really loves you and is going to commit to a real relationship with you is going to be online with what you want, and vice versa. You're going to be in alignment with what he wants. But I'm getting energetically from him, Tiffany. I'm getting he's had some things gone on in the past that he's letting interfere. Yes. I'm being told to tell you to tell him and to tell yourself to release your attachment to your past suffering in relationships. Release your attachment to your past suffering in relationships. Both of you need to do this. The confusion is not simply his, but yours as well. It's important you understand what it is you seek in order that you might find it, and understand what it is he is seeking so that you can be sure that you are both seeking the same thing. It's very difficult to go to 2 different destinations if you're not sure of where you are going. Wow. Thank you so much, Tiffany. Question from Marigold. My husband's knee is hurting. What can I do to help him heal from this? Thank you. Great question, Marigold. Again, the words coming into my mind is get him to stop eating acid-causing foods. There's foods he's eating that are causing acids in his body, and that's what's causing a lot of the pain in his knee. But the event that he had, if you go back 75% of his lifetime, there's an event that happened. Again, I don't know his age, but they're telling me whatever age he's at, go back 75% in years. And at that point in his life, he had an event happen. He had an emotional event happen that he's not resolved. He has had an emotional event at that point in his life that he has not released from his body, and he needs to release that from his body for the need to start correcting. Barring the fact that there are certainly medical avenues of pursuit that you can consider, but this is what I'm getting to give him, that there's emotional energy stored in that part of his body from a past experience in this lifetime that he has not released. Again, it's take his total age, go back 75%, and there's an event that happened that year that he has not emotionally let that out of his system yet. and get rid of the acid-causing foods as well. Got time for one more question today, guys. Let's see here. Question from Robbie. Welcome, Robbie, to the channel. I'm glad you came by. Why did your son, Ethan Forbes, scam Nick Valeria, his magic wild card, in 2014? He is still depressed. I think you're referring to a different Forbes than the Forbes that I am, Robbie. But why that actually happened? Yes. I'm being told to say it's very important that you not be attached to those things that do not serve you. Do not be attached to those things that do not serve you. Release the anger and the fear that you continue to carry forward in your heart, and you will not have such concerns anymore. Release the anger and fear that you carry forward in your heart, and you will not have such concerns again. Wow. Thank you, Robbie. Wow. Well, this was our first. Hi, Michael. Does my deceased father have anything to share with me, or my mother? I don't know why he's sending me. First of all, there's this energy of love just coming through my heart right now to you guys. It's like, wow, grateful, gratitude. And he's sending me this picture of a baseball glove and baseball cards. I don't know why. And the words, play it out. And again, I don't know what that means or what it's for, but that's what he's saying. But there's a lot of love, excitement, and joy to be able to reach out to you guys. A lot of people don't realize that when a person leaves the physical medium of expression, when the body ceases to function, that does not end the consciousness of the individual. It just ends that individual expression of them. But the love that he has for you guys is like, wow, my heart chakra is being really cleared by his energy, like his love and his compassion and his gratitude for you reaching out to him in this fashion. But again, he's sending it back to me again. He's showing me this baseball glove and cards, and play it out. Again, I don't know what he means by that, but if you know anything about what that means, please leave it in the comment section so other people can benefit from that. Thank you, Michael. And I want to thank everybody for coming by today. We're just changed the format of the course, this program up, and you can come by every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tomorrow morning, we have our Saturday meditation portion of our program where we do a 5 to 7 minute meditation. And tomorrow it's going to be on healing with Archangel Raphael tomorrow. So I hope you'll join us for that meditation. And again, on Saturday, we will explain what meditation is in the shortest possible format so that you get the most possible benefit from it. So come and join us tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. on this channel. I look forward to seeing you guys then and there. And to everybody else, if you want to know more about what we do, the courses we teach, you go to my website there on the screen, WilliamMichaelForbes.com, and you can check out our master classes on spiritual mediumship, our master classes on healing your mind and body. And you can sign up now. The courses are open for registration for our fall and early winter program. So please get out there, sign up for these courses, make a difference in your own life. And again, I want to wish each and every one of you much love. And thank you so much for coming back. Remember, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and have yourselves a wonderful, a joyful day. And I will see you guys on Saturday at 10 a.m. Everybody.